you lost another one.
Alright guys, what we're going to do today, we're going to fish some unconventional areas, some areas of solitude. We really want to come over here, try to get some topwater strikes. That's why we're up here real early in the morning. We're still in Pontchartrain. They're killing them on the bridges still. But it's going to be real crowded today. It's slick calm. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful day. And we're going to try to simply get us a handful of fish, get away from the crowds, catch them the most fun way you possibly can. It's on top water, and we're going to throw some popping corks. They don't have much cloud cover today, so if we don't find a topwater bite quick, we're probably going to have to switch to the corks. But all in all, we should have some fun. Let's get after it. Pretty good one on top water. Just what we're trying to do. As soon as it hit the water, smack. He missed it, twitched it 2 more times, smack. I hit him. It felt like he's got a little weight to him. Let's see here. Nothing special, but a nice fish. Woo-woo. Talking about, baby. That's how we want to start it. Get him in just a second. Let's throw right back where that bite was at. Walking a dog. You just put that rod tip down. You zigzag it. The lure is made to zigzag on its own. All you got to do is just twitch that rod tip. And all you're doing is picking up that slack. Be real quiet when you're doing this. If you got any wind, make sure it's to your back. Try not to be burning the trolling motor too hard in these shallow flats. We do a lot of this when we go to the panhandle of Florida. Those fish are extremely intelligent out there. Learn some tricks. Show you guys that trout we just caught. Wanted to try to get 2 in a row. Again, throwing that matrix mullet. Color's really not that important. This is a reaction strike you're looking for. But the size of the fish you're gonna catch on top water almost always gonna be really nice fish. This isn't a monster. This is a good one. Starting off the day. All right, so got off the top water, threw the cork for a little bit, nothing. So I just started bouncing a matrix. Another quality fish. Another quality fish. Gonna be throwing that X-Shad again. Smoking shad color. Just so many fish I've been cleaning lately. Been having some pogies in them, so we're gonna stay with that pogie imitation. Again, you can see just throwing out in no man's land. We call this fan casting when you just don't really have a particular place you really need to cast. You just keep casting around the boat, trying to locate. It's all about locating. Part of that shoreline fishing. This mark on him, he's got a little bit of a little mark there. Perfect grill size. Perfect one for the grill. It's my favorite fish to eat right there. We're using that smoking shad, like I said before. Got it on either a 1/4 or a 5/16 jig head. Either one's perfect. Just casting with the wind off the bank. Either gonna catch some trout or some reds. They got the whole shoreline to ourselves. That's my favorite part. Let's put a little measurement on this fish. In Louisiana, they need to be 16 inches. And you can pinch his tail, and he is good to go. Not by much, but good to go. You go ahead and keep him, because that is the best eating fish. Or it's one of my favorite eating fish, especially the small ones. All right, this is going to be a little short, it looks like. I'm feeling grunting. We're right in the middle of the main part of the spawn. John was catching a few on the cork. I had to get it from him. But the cork and the jig, they've both been working good. It's so much fun watching that cork go under. We're using that 4 horseman right now. Oh, I'm talking to you and it went under. Using the old 4 horseman cork. Had some laying around. Figured to tie one on. Water he grabbed. Old Bronze back. Old Bronzy. As you can tell at the camera angle here, we're a little bit closer to the bank. I threw up towards the bank on this cast. And what do you catch? A redfish. It's very typical. Trout out far away from the camera. Redfish in close. John's been throwing that smoking shad like this, just really doing a straight retrieve, like a swim bait retrieve, on just the jig head, throwing out, wind in the back, throwing as far as he can, and just slow rolling it. He's been knocking the snot out of them, doing that over these little hilly flats coming off this shoreline here, and it's been a real effective morning, and that's a really good thing to do when you're fishing shorelines in that late spring, early summer. I always start off with topwater early just for the pure excitement. That's what we did, had a few smacks on that. And then one angler needs to be bouncing a jig, the other one should be on a cork. Some days it can make all the difference in the world if you got a cork. Some days they'd rather the jig bounce. Today I'd say the jig's probably out fishing the cork, but it's pretty 50-50. And we're just staying with what we're staying with here and putting some fish in the boat. Let's put this guy up. Oh, that's a creature from the Black Lagoon. Holy shnikes. Little baits catch big fish. His head ain't gonna fit this net. Oh my goodness. That's what we call a big dog. Here's the lure. All right, ya. Put a little work on that hook. Spin that back into place. Alright guys, we get a quick shot of this big Bohemian and let him go. It's a 15-pound boga and he's got it well maxed out. Alright, we're gonna let him go. Holy mackerel. You gotta wait till they're ready to swim out your hands. He just went through the war of his life. Anyway, woo. All right, guys, we can go ahead and close it out. You hear that sound right there? It's that 4 horseman cork. One of the hot commodities in Louisiana. We're good friends with the guys over there. So we're gonna work out a deal where you're gonna get some of these in your matrix bait box, along with the smoking shad and purple pogey, which are very similar X-shad colors. That's what we were using it today on a light GoldenEye jig head. Catch a beautiful trout like this. John was bouncing a jig a lot of times, doing very well. We started off the morning throwing a little TopWater, caught a nice one on that. And the best part, like I said, I've talked to several people on the bridges today. They're all doing well, but there's a lot of boats out there. And look at the shoreline, nobody. Just what we're trying to explain today is just how many places are in Lake Pontchartrain that can hold fish once the springtime run is here and once it gets in full swing. Make sure to subscribe to the Matrix Bait Box. Get your hands on some 4 horseman corks, some Matrix X shads. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as we go over all kinds of different ways to catch speckled trout down here in the South. Until next time, good fishing.